Hey, so there's somebody in your energy that they know that they messed up with you. Okay, this individual feels like they lost themselves for a little while. They came up as King of Cups, so it's like they're kind of like really in their feelings at this time. Somebody is wanting like your forgiveness in some type of situation, and we're gonna get into it. Clarify this King of Cups, Holy Spirit. All right, so expect a rapid change when it comes to some type of friendship situations. This individual is very much feeling sorrowful at this time, and they're feeling sorrowful because when you were either talking to them, dealing with them, they were very reckless. Okay, this individual really didn't think before they did certain things. Somebody is coming up as being very reckless, and they really thought that you were easy to manipulate. Okay, yeah, so with this Two of Cups, it's like you're very attractive, but it's like you had to walk away because this individual wasn't like having a shared understanding with you. They're viewing you right now as being in this divine energy, as to where you're nurturing yourself, and you are also very balanced at this time. You're also in a very dignified type of energy. Okay, yeah. And this individual feels as though you're attracting like romance at this time, like you're attracting a lot of romantic connections. You're definitely self-reflecting, you're on your own, especially when it comes to like romantic like situations. Yeah, somebody's viewing you as being in a very like abundant type of energy. You're definitely being rewarded for all the efforts that you did make, because whoever I'm talking to, like, you definitely gave someone like a bunch of chances. You gave them a lot of chances, and this individual did not believe that you were very self-sufficient. Okay, they thought that you really didn't have much direction in where you were going in your life, and it was mainly because they were committed to having like conflicts with you. Okay, I'm talking to somebody that, you know, you're really seeking peace, and it's like, you know, there are individuals that were just committed to having discourse, having issues with you, and things of that nature. Okay, you definitely have walked away from it. You either broke up with this individual or you just let the relationship go. I'm definitely talking to somebody that withdrew. Yeah, and it's like somebody was like anticipating you withdrawing, but they really didn't think that things were going, like, you were actually gonna like cut them off the way that you did. Okay, it definitely could have been like a family situation, and you pretty much felt there was not a lot of stability, and it really didn't have like a really strong foundation. So you chose to like protect your peace and just, you know, let it go. Okay, heavy walking away type of energy. Somebody is pretty much stuck. Like, they're stuck. They really can't move on from like what happened, what they did, your reactions to what they did. And now they're in a point of where they're like running away from their problems at this time. This individual is very like sarcastic. Okay, and it's like the individuals around them are viewing them of not really having like peace of mind, you know. And then it's insane, like, this person came up as like the Queen of Swords in reverse, so it definitely could be a feminine energy. It's giving like a maternal type of energy. So this individual could definitely be older than you. And what's insane about it is like this individual tried to cast a lot of illusions about you, about your personality. You know, they wanted you to have like delusions and anxiety. They were very like deceptive. And what's wild is like the more that they tried to cast these illusions, the more that they tried to spread a lot of this negative energy in regards to you, they actually manifested this divine judgment to come in their life. Okay, the Most High was definitely looking at this situation like, why is this person so negative? Let's see both sides, you know, let's see both sides of the scale. And you pretty much came out on top as if you are moving towards the light, and this individual was very dark. Okay, so now they're suffering from a lot of mental breakdowns. This individual is also feeling very bitter. Okay, they have a lot of deep wounds that they really tried to blame on you, even though it really had nothing to do with you. You know, and since you have stopped giving your energy to the situation, some of you may have literally stopped giving, like financially. Okay, you definitely were able to build a lot of that stability within yourself, to build this strong foundation within yourself without it being attached to another individual. Okay, they definitely feel a way about that, mainly because you are coming off as being very fulfilled. Okay, the World card could also like represent social media, as to where you are celebrating, you are being viewed in like this wholeness type of energy, and someone is definitely closed off, but they're kind of like watching you like in secret, and it's like the more that they see you, like the angrier and the more bitter that they get. Okay, and it's mainly because you have a lot of long-term success coming your way. Okay, and even the things that you're doing now, it's like it's setting you up for your future. Okay, your intuition is definitely letting you know this. Okay, and you're also working on planning things, right? You're working on being more patient for these blessings that are to come, because you are putting in the work, you know, to receive the rewards for all this effort that you are putting in. Okay, you will have a lot of cups being offered to you. Okay, and all these cups will be full. Okay, because you have a goal right now to stay away from individuals that aren't committed to working with you. You're staying away from individuals that are dishonest, that are not really moving with the same morals and values that you have. Yeah, you had a lot of individuals that were trying to control your emotions in some kind of way, and now they're feeling very like heartbroken. And there's also someone in your energy that feels this responsibility for the things that are like happening in their lives, right? Somebody is definitely feeling burdened at this time, and it's like you're doing a lot of hard work, right? But this individual is working very hard to even like stay sane, to stay like present. Okay, yeah, and it's like you're going towards your peace. You know, you're releasing like a lot of tension with things that could have happened in the past, you know, and as you're continuing to avoid conflicts and finding solutions for these things, you're definitely resolving a lot that has happened. Okay, there's definitely a lot of chatter that's like coming up in the background. What about this? Yeah, there's a lot of chatter about the end of some type of relationship, some type of union. Okay, the devil came out in reverse, so you're definitely released from this negativity that this individual keeps trying to bring up. And then I keep seeing like bringing up, like someone can't keep your name out of their mouth. They can't keep this situation that happened with you guys in the past out of their mouth. It's like they're so focused on like regaining control of the situation, they don't realize that it's dead and gone. Yeah, with this King of Pentacles, you definitely are in an abundant energy as to where you're very disciplined. Okay, I could definitely be talking to someone that is a provider. You are being seen as a very solid investment, okay, which is the complete opposite of what somebody wanted for you. And it's mainly because you could be mastering some type of skill. You could be in school. Okay, you could be working and you're doing an amazing job at like what you're doing, whatever your employment is. Okay, you have a lot of ambition, and that's definitely being showed. Okay, yeah, what else, Holy Spirit? With this Temperance card, you're definitely balanced. Okay, you're definitely in this state of peace as to where you are moving through any adversities that you are faced with a lot of calmness. Okay, and then you're also being moderated as to where you're practicing a lot of self-control. Okay, that could have been something that you could have struggled with in the past. Yeah, like someone's going through a lot of struggle and poverty at this time, and it's definitely opening up their eyes because they're realizing that they have manifested in their lives the existence that they wanted you to have. Okay, somebody would literally like daydream about your struggles, and it would help them to feel better, which is odd. You have a lot of possibilities coming your way. Okay, what about these possibilities with the Page of Cups? Yeah, like it did feel weird. Someone wanted to have you be in a stalemate in some type of way, or have to feel like you had to make some type of difficult choice. Okay, this individual seems as though they're like teetering on the line, like, you know, that person that's like on the fence, you know, and you're realizing that, you know, it's two sides of every, you know, person. We all have free will, but if you're not working for the light, you're working for the dark. There's no such thing as in the middle. And if you feel as though you are in the middle, I'm sorry, boo, you are in the dark. Okay, you are the individual that is very innocent in whatever situation this was, and that is why you are receiving a lot of recognition, okay, for actually moving past this, for actually healing from like whatever situation this is. Okay, with this Hierophant card, you definitely have some commitments coming your way. What about these commitments, this Hierophant, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you're very close to success, okay? So remain strong, especially with things that you're doing. Do not be afraid to stand up in your power, because you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way, okay? And there will constantly be individuals that try to test your patience, but it's your job to really stand up in that power, okay? And whenever you feel like, oh, this might be a little bit too much for me, definitely pray, and the Most High will definitely guide you on, you know, moving forward with the situation, okay? With this Emperor card, you maintaining these healthy boundaries is definitely the best thing that you could do, okay? Remain disciplined, remain focused, okay? Because you are experienced when it comes to dealing with adversity, okay? And I know it sucks. It sucks that, you know, we constantly have these individuals that try to attack us in some type of way, but you have to, remain in that authority figure, because you are very powerful, okay? Yeah, with this Queen of Wands, you are definitely like very confident. You're very attractive, okay? And then you're also being viewed as being very determined, okay? You are reaping a lot of rewards, especially with these seeds that you have planted, okay? The Most High wants you to rest and relax, okay? And somebody also has like a calmer home at this time. You could have children, you could want children, but you're pretty much being focused a lot on having harmony. So you're being called to really acknowledge the harmony that you do have, because that's going to put you in the energy to receive even more, okay? Somebody also had like a new idea, okay? It was a feminine energy. This individual had an idea, okay? They wanted to like bring up some type of negative emotions for you, but it got instantly returned back to sender, okay? With this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, like somebody definitely got slapped on their hand by the Most High because of something that they did, okay? It could have had something to do with the resources. Somebody could have attempted or thought about taking something from you, or this individual wanted to try to, it's like they seen how fearless that you are, and they tried to infiltrate your bubble in some type of way, and before they were even able to take the first step towards it, they were definitely sat down. Yeah, and now it's like they're in despair because they really don't know what to do at this time, okay? Somebody is definitely focusing on the negative, and you know, that's why they're going through like a tower, you know, because you're finding balance. You're finding balance in your life in like every capacity, and you're also working on managing your time better, okay? I could be talking to someone that, you know, you constantly could have, like in the past, like you'll cancel alarms, snooze alarms, you're constantly being late to different things that you had to be on time for, and now you're actually getting a better handle on that, pretty much. So that's really good, because you definitely made the choice to go towards growth and healing, okay? And also presenting yourself in that way. All right, and this has someone feeling very like powerless, and that is justice. Like that is literally your justice, because someone at one point, they felt like they were better than you. They felt, it's like everything that they were doing, it was like a slight towards you to like have you feeling negatively, like in some type of way, okay? But you kept this upright attitude, and then you kept your integrity, right? Like you are an individual that follows the golden rule. Like you treat others how you want to be treated, okay? But you also do not let anybody play with you or cross your boundaries, because you're realizing if someone's not committed to respecting your boundaries, they're not committed to respecting you, okay? With this teamwork and collaboration, that's just reiterating what I'm saying. You are receiving a lot of recognition for all this growth that you're making, because it shows, okay? It really shows. And if you don't feel this ambition, if you're not viewing yourself in this way, you're being called to really do some self-love affirmations, because it's about you and your insecurities, to where you're like focused on what's not happening in the right way when you should be focusing on what is, okay? You definitely have a lot of blessings, and then you also have a lot of blessings coming your way. All right, because someone, it keeps coming out, okay? Someone is very sorrowful. They're feeling very sad, and they're also feeling very like disappointed. There's also someone that's going through a lot of relationship problems, and you know, they're making a lot of bad choices, okay? Meanwhile, you're coming up as this individual that is loving yourself, and it's like you're not sad about loving yourself, you're not mad about loving yourself. You're really learning how to accept yourself fully in where you are, like in this space in your life, okay? But somebody's definitely being called to spend some time in the mirror to really nurture yourself, okay? Yeah, like you are the light, okay? This is you. This is your energy. You know, you are very triumphant, okay? You have been through so much. You don't look like what you have been through, okay? And that is a blessing in itself, okay? Closing messages, Holy Spirit. Yeah, right now you're finding your direction, okay? The Most High is guiding you towards this abundance. The Most High is guiding you towards a lot of fated events, but in the high vibrational sense, okay? You have a lot of blessings that are fated to come to you, okay? But you have to have yourself in like the energy of receiving, because there's somebody that wants to kind of like put like some type of anxiety in you, or you could be having like a lot of anxiety about something, okay? And it could be about some truth that needs to be revealed in some type of situation, or something that you need to speak up about, okay? Definitely journal that. Talk to God about it, because sometimes when it comes to a truth being revealed, the Most High wants you to talk to him about it, okay? Yeah, like with this hangman energy, somebody, you know, you're definitely very independent and you're liberated from a lot of these negative energies, but it seems as though you may have a little bit of anxiety, all right? But it's like this anxiety is definitely being overshadowed by this passion that you have for yourself, for your love, for your life. And, you know, definitely focus on that type of energy, okay? I just seen 555 on the timer, okay? Like, you got to remain consistent. You got to remain practical. And then you also have to learn how to, like, take the time to rest and relax, and then also know when to take the time to move, okay? Yeah, like you're being a little bit defensive when it comes to this transformation that you're going through, but you need to realize that even though a lot of things are changing around you, it is because you are being prepared for this new beginning that is to come your way, okay? The old you is dying away, okay? That is called a rebirth. You're going through a rebirth. You are not who you were in the past, and you will never go back. Once your eyes are open, they will remain open, okay? So definitely try not to resist that, okay? And you can focus on self-love to help you not doing that, okay? With this Queen of Pentacles energy, you're being called to really focus on your healing, focus on nurturing yourself, okay? Somebody is heavily being called to really nurture yourself at this time, okay? See how beautiful you are through your eyes, okay? Not through anyone else's eyes. It's not about posting a picture or posting a video and getting likes and comments. Yeah, that's cool because that's public recognition, but also you have to give yourself the likes, right? You got to give yourself the recognition and really look at yourself and view yourself as this beautiful light being that you are. Yeah, and also for someone, like, you're being really called to meditate, okay? You meditating is definitely going to help you have a lot of clarity to cut out all of the noise that could be in your energy right now, okay? Because there's definitely someone in your energy that wants you to doubt yourself, and that's why it's kind of manifesting as this anxiety within you. All right, yeah, you're going through a spiritual awakening, okay? This is the second page of cups that came out. So somebody's definitely doing some work to try to like affect your emotions in some kind of way, and it's mainly because they're regretful of what they did like to you in the past, and they wish that they could have forgiveness, but it's like this individual wants you to reach out to them. It's kind of a weird type of energy, like they don't know what they're doing, but you do. Okay, you know that the Most High is really guiding you like through this space that you are in your life, but now it's really being called for you to believe in yourself and to really like stand in your power and really love yourself and show the Most High how much you do love yourself. All right, if this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live in love and light. Bye.